I'm Innuendo, and this is Flipside Edjumication for newbie burners. Before any other topics, I wanted to discuss the one question I'm asked most often at a burn. What is a pickleback? A shot of whiskey, followed by a shot of pickle juice. Drink responsibly. I mean, if you're not old enough to drink, don't drink. Or if you're an alcoholic. If you're an alcoholic, you're probably going to drink. So if you're an alcoholic who's going to drink picklebacks. If you don't want to watch this entire video, you can just jump to one of the sections that you're interested in learning about by clicking on one of these buttons. I'll just have a pickleback while I'm waiting for you. Just pick one. I'll have one more pickleback. Believe it or not, it's good for you. You should probably not believe it. Depending on which one of these you click on, I will have had a significantly different amount of picklebacks. You're not going to click anything? Alright, let's go. If you've never been to a burn before, there's something called the 10 principles. The 10 things that make this a burn. Radical inclusion. Anyone can be a part of a burn. Friend, stranger, newbie, old bee. This is a community. Everyone has a right to be there. Gifting. Flipside, like any burn, is based on a gifting economy. This means there's no money exchanged for any goods or services. Everything is a gift. Other than if you were to buy ice. You're probably going to want to buy ice. My roommate's totally having sex right now. A gift can be anything from something you brought, something they can eat, something you made, a hug, a back rub. When you give something, you're not to expect anything in return. It's unconditioned, purely for the act of giving. If you give something and then you don't get something in return and you're upset about it, you're the asshole. You want to make someone smile. My roommate's totally making someone else smile right now. Oh, decommodification. Don't wear a fucking Abercrombie and Fitch shirt around Flipside. You don't want to wear an Abercrombie and Fitch shirt ever, really. I don't know if you are, you're not someone I want to talk to. There's no corporate sponsorships, no ads, no handing out your flyers for the stupid party you're DJing at next week. We're doing this because we're participating, not because we're trying to plug our stuff. No handing out business cards for your dog grooming business. This is just whiskey and pickles. Who's the company? I don't know. Now, I'm not asking you to do this to your stuff. I did it for the video to make a point. I went overboard. Decommodification. Radical self-reliance. Make sure that you have everything you need to survive if nobody else were there. Don't expect other people to feed you. Don't expect other people to clothe you. Don't expect other people to wipe your ass. Just take care of yourself. This ain't no raver daycare. And sure, there'll be times that other people take care of you. And there'll be times you take care of other people. But as long as everyone is ready to take care of themselves, it's a beautiful world. You're beautiful too. Radical self-expression. This is what makes a burn great. Radical self-expression can be part of your gift to the burn community. Got a crazy outfit? Show off. Dress like the person you want to dress like. Got a crazy contraption? Build the thing that you want to build. Got a crazy talent? Do it, yo. Be the best you want to be. Be the person you want to be. Just don't wreck anyone else's shit. Sorry for the swearing. Communal effort. This is a community that exists all year round, not just during the week of Flipside. There's plenty of ways to get involved. Well, this is a great way to get involved. So is this. Or maybe this one. How about that? Isn't this a good way? If this is your first burn, I hope you're camping with a bunch of people. Because a big part of burns is coming together as a community and building something together and creating something that you can share. Maybe you guys are giving out fruit salad. Maybe you guys are giving out free Indian burns to those who want them. Maybe you guys are offering free workshops in how to please your woman / man, or how to slash your woman man. Maybe you guys are... I highly suggest you get your ass involved. Be responsible, be respectful of other people. While there is no law enforcement present at Flipside, state and federal laws still apply. So be careful of what you're doing, who you're doing it with, where you're doing it. The laws of nature and physics also apply. Leave no trace. This is important. Every burn event is a leave no trace event. What you bring in, you bring out.
When you're done with me, can you leave me on the ground?
No, you should not move. M-O-O-P. Matter out of place.
Aren't there garbage bins?
No, there are no garbage bins at Flipside. What? There are no trash cans at Flipside. There is no garbage squad. I don't think there's such thing as a garbage squad anywhere. Pick up your stuff. Your mama is not gonna clean after you. There should be no trash on the ground at Flipside.
Easy to leave no trace of hand. Oh, that sounds very reasonable.
If someone gives you a beer and you drink it, that can is your responsibility. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it in my pocket till I get back to my camp, and I'm gonna put it in a garbage bag. Is there, put garbage, recycle, recycling. Participation! Do stuff. Look at that cool thing that's happening over there. It's for you. Don't just watch. Do it. Get in there. I'm gonna participate in a pickleback. Immediacy. 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 I don't know. Google it! Immediate experience is in many ways the most important touchstone of value in our culture. We seek to overcome barriers that stand between us and recognition of our inner selves, the reality of those around us, participation in society, and contact with a natural world exceeding human powers. No idea can substitute for this experience. How did you how am I supposed to put that in my own words? Personal boundaries. This one I kind of wish I was sober for, because this is serious business. Just because you think your gift and your self-expression is hugging strangers, just be aware some strangers don't want to be hugged. If you haven't been to a burn event, let me warn you, you're gonna see some boobs and dongs. Don't stare. Don't make rude comments. Don't make lascivious remarks. Do not touch the boobs and dongs unless they're your boobs and dongs. People may not be sober. You may not be sober. There's no excuse for touching boobs and dongs without permission. My roommate's having sex right now. I could walk in there and touch all sorts of boobs and dongs. I would be a horrible person for doing such a thing. No means no. It does not mean maybe. It does not mean come back later. It does not mean try a little harder. It does not mean maybe if I'm a little drunker. No. On the flip side, pun intended, if someone's making you uncomfortable, say no. Tell someone else, tell a ranger. Remember, radical self-expression does not mean they can cross your personal boundaries. I will fight to the death for your right to hang your boobs and dong out freely without fear of personal boundaries being crossed. Take care of yourself. And if you think one of your friends is too intoxicated to make good decisions, maybe you look out for them, bring them back to your camp, put them to bed. Don't let them drink any more picklebacks. I think I said that really well. Photography and video. You might be bringing your camera to Flipside. Just because this is an event where people feel they can express themselves freely doesn't mean you can take pictures freely. For a lot of people, this is their one time of the year that they're able to let loose, and maybe they don't want that looseness on camera. Ask before you take any pictures of anyone. I know a few people who will punch you in the face if you take their picture without asking. I know some people who punch you in the face for getting them in the background of a photo. I know some people who would punch you in the face for drawing a caricature of them. What it comes down to is I know some pretty mean people. Photography and video rules also apply to social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, and the rest. Despite our best efforts, there is poison ivy everywhere. It looks like this. Leaves of 3, let it be. Stems of red or mahogany. Do not walk around barefoot. Try not to touch the outsides of your boots. Try to leave your boots outside of your tent. Don't put your shoes in your mouth. If you do happen to get some poison oak or poison ivy, don't go touching yourself or other people. Poison ivy is a new STD. This is Texas in the middle of the summer. It's likely to be pretty hot. You're going to be sweating a lot, and you're probably going to be drinking like this. This shouldn't be the only thing you're drinking. Stay hydrated. Bring enough water for yourself for the entire event. And make sure you keep on drinking it. Even if you don't feel thirsty. If you're not peeing every couple of hours, you're doing something wrong. The river is a great way to cool off. But if you swim in it, you're swimming at your own risk. There's no lifeguards. There's no magic dolphins or mermaids to save you. Don't go swimming by yourself. That's like the beginning of so many horror films. You're begging to be eaten by mutant piranhas or drowning with a ghost. Emergency services. Have you hurt yourself? Did you put something in your body that you shouldn't have? Is all of this too much to handle? Have you had too many picklebacks? Are you totally freaking out, man? It's gonna be okay. Go see Pets. P-E-T-S. first aid services, psychiatric counseling services, therapists, 24-hour licensed medical professionals are there to help you out if something has gone horribly wrong with your burning experience. They're gonna take good care of you. I might stop by just to get a hug. Although Flipside exists on Radical Self-Alliance, if you need help, you can reach out to a ranger. Rangers usually wear hats like this, and they are bringing khaki back. Rangers are regularly patrolling the area. They are not law enforcement officers. Rangers are simply volunteers who know what the hell is going on and can help you out. If you need help, assistance, or to resolve a conflict, reach out to them. Rangers are there for everybody's safety. So if a ranger tells you to do something, do it. Who are you, the queen of not listening to rangers? Porta potties. Let's talk about poop, people. Let's face it. Porta potties are gross. Anything with poop in it is gross, but they don't have to be a nightmare. Here's a list of what goes in the porta potty. And here's a list of things that don't go in the porta potty. If you throw wet wipes in there, when the guys come to clean the porta potties for us, it clogs up their nozzles and we end up with crappy porta potties. No pun intended. If you bring butt wipes with you, bring a little Ziploc bag. After you wipe your butt, put it in the bag, put it in your pocket, bring it back to your camp, and then take it home with you. Once you take your poopy wipe home, I don't care what you do with it. It's between you and your poop wipe. If you throw your butt wipe in the porta potty, you're the butt wipe. Don't go hovering over the seat in a yoga pose and then getting poop and pee all over the place. I wouldn't go in a yoga studio and poop. Don't do yoga in the porta potty. It's not the place to align your chakra. I can understand doing that if there's already poop and pee all over it, but if you're the first person, you are setting off a horrific chain of events, my friend. If we all work together, going to the bathroom at Flipside doesn't have to be a horrible experience. I'm headless innuendo. Oh. I'm going to bed. If I think of anything else, I will tell you in the morning. Ow! Fuck! Yeah, I'm naked. What? If you have any other questions, ask somebody else. I do not want to edit this.